Okay. Hi guys, welcome back to another YouTube video. Today we're going to be continuing with the Softened Syndicate. We started this out quite a while ago, to be honest with you. I was looking forward to playing it a little bit more, but we never got around to it. Or I was just a little bit busy, you know. This needs to be turned off. How about now? A little bit more, I'd say. How about 60 and 25? Not more, I think. Let's just pump that up to full. Test. I think the music needs to go up to about 40 maybe. I think that's good. And I think we put this down to 80. And I think that's good enough. I think it's good. Yeah. Alright, so what's this changing area about? I'm not an illusionist. So we'll just change into something more presentable. But I pawned my extra fan into the last bender. No regrets. No point in using more presentable vans to change into. Okay. Alright, so that's just meaningless for us right now. Seems we have a bath, right? Oh, a street lamp glare too. What's this about? A guttering grease lamp pings through the glass. The burning feels good in my eyes, like I'm slowly waking up. Is that it? As I said, I do wish we could move the camera. Maybe I should put that as feedback. Let me just make sure it isn't actually already a thing. It is not. Feedback. Low priority. Move camera. Allow us to move camera. It was there. So we can more easily see the environment and things we can interact with. Maybe someone else has already submitted it. Maybe. I wouldn't be surprised. A steaming bath awaits your tired bones. Wouldn't it be good to get cleaned up? I'm assuming this is going to give us plus hope. Yep, it is. How about not smell like vomit and cane rats? We sure offend the ladies. Can we do it again? Probably not. I bet it won't let us just spam it. I bet it only lets us get a benefit once. Yeah. Makes sense. The sound effects do need to go down now. That was a loud ass splash. And then we'll just do another save right here. Mahogany bar, my stranger, and the bouncer. I believe the bouncer progresses it. We just saved, so let's do the mahogany bar first. Lined with brass to support the wooden panels. A brass linteled mahogany bar lined with candles, casting eerie shadows on the centaur behind it. A cloying scent of mange. I'm not surprised, but did it have to be a centaur? Self-discipline. Some centaurs have been kind to me, won't pass judgment until he proves me wrong. But I mean, I kinda want to be racist now. And then again, there's Bixby. Isn't that the name of the character from a Telltale game? What was it called? The Wolf Among Us? No, I don't think it was that. Rather, Wolf was the main character. I can't remember the name of the game now. He's one centre of his head screwed on straight. Aye, Bixby Browncoat, the owner here for Lotus. Most nights he's waiting at the bar, so I hope he hasn't taken ill. Brian, his fortune favours the bold. Let's get this over with. Alright, let me have a little look at my shit. So we definitely want to keep our spryness up. Self-discipline, calm and reserved. I feel like I like self-discipline more than spryness. But considering this is the Minotaur, I guess spryness makes sense. So spryness and animal instinct seems to be what's best for this character. I'm not too bad about weight and self-discipline. I mean, I like them as concepts, but I think we control multiple characters in the end. So I'll probably have someone else embody weight and self-discipline. Yeah, that's good enough for me. What is that? Why is it changing for that thing over there? Oh, it's saying I can't go over there. I think that's what it's saying. Mass stranger. Let us not tarry. The sooner we ask for permission to enter Lotus, the better. Alright. Let's do a save right here. And let's speak to the guy. The centaur leers, his misshapen chin a shelf full of cigarette, jutting from a jangle of bad teeth. Good evening, sir. We'd like to gain admittance. He glances at the stranger, but fixes his eyes on me instead. Let the cowpie speak, slave or Minotaur. Looks like he's got some quarrel with yours truly. Damn, bro's just flinging out slares. Shit, man. I gotta pull the stream down. I've dealt with your kind in the past, believe me, it wasn't pretty. No quarrel, just here for the loot. I'm not gonna do this, this is stupid. I don't like the animal instinct, even if that's one of his main traits. No quarrel, just here for the Lotus. Is that so? We're here for the Lotus, nothing more. Not buying it. This one's got a screwed up fizz. What's the matter there? Oh, that's shit. Did somebody forget to muck out your store this morning? I smiled as condescendingly as possible. I feel like I'm hampering this character by not playing into the animal instinct. But at the same time, I don't really want to play into the animal instinct. Something wrong with your sniffer, I spec. Need a pretty little ring through it, eh, Heifer? Another slayer. Oh, hey. He's just flinging them out casually. You'd like a luxury booth, best in the house. The damage is done. He called me a heifer. Surely it's not the incense I'm smelling, it's the horse shit spilling out your manky mouth. You better shut before I swallow it shut for you. Yep, let's do it. Gentlemen, please be civil. Look, this is a clean place and your lot's not welcome here. Always fighting and whatnot. That's absurd, I come here all the time. Now, let's not go bucking when the night is young. I'm sure we can work something out. The stranger smacks a £5 note off the scrub top. I wouldn't count it requiring unusually frequent cleaning, and the centaur's eyes boggle. Just like a centaur, getting hot and bothered over scratched capital. That'll get you That'll get you inside. I sort of sirloin, policy is policy. As long as I look like a mentor, I have a hard time convincing him to let me through. Bollocks, I should cut him to pieces. Animal instinct, attack the bouncer. Animal instinct level 16. I bring down a fist in the bar to shake his nerve, but he coolly draws a dagger and marks the territory as his own. Get your grubby mitts off my bar. One must be ready for a bit of bloodshed. I draw my blade as quick as a bull snake. What's this? A stranger enters the fray with his flintlock. While the bouncer wheels up the sight of a handgun, I clip his chin with the pommel of my cane sword. Attack him again. Suddenly, before I can have him again, the woodcut pound the wall swings open. Yeah, fuck this guy, man. He's a bit of a dickhead. Out trots Mr. Browncoat, surely come to see what the fuss is about. He wears a long-faced countenance, a gold pocket watch, and a lavender-tinted pince nez on his aquiline nose. A pair of eyeglasses with a nose clip instead of earpieces. Okay, I know what that is. Despite his careful preening, the semblance of a life lived in the margins shows on his face. Hello, what do we have here? I've not even started my round, and already there's a scuffle in the foyer. Sorry there, Bixby, but the bouncer was just saying how mentors are no longer welcome in your fine establishment. And why not? A mentor is welcome here like any other customer. Oh yes, I'm sorry, Mr. Browncoat, I should have known. We'll talk about this later. As you can see, there are clients to entertain. Bixby darts a disapproving look at the bouncer. I suppose good help is hard to find, but rest assured you'll have a private booth and bottomless hot tea in the house. Now gents, that is a way to a lotus. I think I handled that rather well. Bixby ushers you through the door and leads the way down the back stairs. A stranger on your heels like a stubborn shadow. The Red Lotus is draped in a haze of pale smoke, dotted with flickering candles and incense glowing like cinders in the night. The smell of burning opium is dark and rich, like a batch of floral biscuits with a sharp afterbite. The pale red glow from the Chinese lanterns paint the space in perpetual twilight. It's easy to lose track of time within these walls, whiling away at your days in a blissful waking dream. Alright. We have quite a few things to interact with here. We save 14. Oh! What's that gear clattering racket? A jet of steam cuts through the quiet of the den. What's an automaton doing here? It's not as if it can partake. If mentors are welcome, then why not 10 willies? So that's not even a slave? Okay. I was almost certain it would be. I'm kind of surprised it's not. But I digress. Sorry there, I didn't mean to startle you. Off it goes, heading for the private section. Task updated, the masked stranger. And where'd that masked stranger get off to? 1 second, I need to be right back and take care of something, and resume. Let's see here, so we have the Opiomaniac. We are gonna overwrite this save right here, and let's go speak to him. A sleeping poppy head is draped over the mattress in the corner, drooling idly into his shirt. A recreational opium user. Fancy that. An errant wallet is poking up out the corner of the slacks. It yearns to be free. His wrist right over it though. This would be a risky lift. You got this. Easy. Easy. Wait, what's that in the crack behind him? To clarify the Ruel. Bed in the wall. One needs to be clear about posterior clefts. it's her. It's much easier to get to for one thing. A whole damn pound. What did this tosser even intend to do with this? £1 os op. Added to inventory. Perhaps he meant to get himself some teeth or a monocle. Still there, none the wiser. Lighted out by a few pence. What even? So we have four. Oh, that's what the S&P means. £4 silver and pence. Oh, shilling. Wait. So we have pounds, shillings, and pence. Okay. That makes a lot more sense. So then, is a pound a lot of money in this timepiece or whatever? I believe so, right? It must be a decent amount. Let's interact with the incense pot. Sticks of heady incense waft in the air, always burning no matter the flow of customers. Oh. It burns and burns, but I never see anyone light it. Yeah, probably because they light it before you open up. The floor pit has benches with tufted upholstery and pillows costing a halfpenny an hour. It's crazy that they're charging money just to have a pillow for an hour, but it makes sense. It's so late that most of the patrons have gone to sleep. Just before sunup is the only time the Red Lotus is empty. Alright, it looks like we are finito here. So we have a bookshelf, sleeping gents, and overwrite. Let's go see if we can rob from the sleeping gents. 2 workmen, blissfully free at the waking world. And when they wake, I should hope they'll be refreshed. That gives us more hope. I don't know what hope does, but I want to keep it like around 50, maybe 60. I don't want to get too low. I don't want them to be like a hopeless sack of shit. And I don't want to have his head in the clouds either. A sturdy yet musty old bookshelf. The spine shows such titles as Arcane Magic on the Eastern Edge of Ruin, Opium Through the Ages, and Parlour Games Love in the Dreamtime. Evening, stranger. The dwarf has a warm and amiable look with a set of crystal blue eyes, sharply intelligent, and a red moustache that is so full it could crawl off his face and build a cocoon. His left arm and leg are both mechanized, and judging by his steam-powered backpack, the augmentations don't stop there. How'd you do? Just fine. Some kind of inventor, are you? Aye, name's Theodore Redgrave. With a horde of boffins, but call me Teddy. Most people do. The automaton hasn't got a name. This here's Otto. Perfectly friendly he is, if a little odd. Stands to reason though. Who among us isn't a little odd? Oh, there was an Among Us reference. He might be venting later chat, it might be a foreshadowing. Gotta keep an eye on that. Okay. Struth, if I heard it. What can I call you, sir? Is that just a weird way of saying truth? Yeah. Atticus Daly. Eddie pats the automaton with his fat paw. Mr. Daly, from the both of us, it's a pleasure. Otto's gonna need some tweaks before the brawls, but we'll have him fit as a fiddle by then. Otto's a brawler, eh? So far he's only watched from the sidelines, but someday he'll fight with other battle traps. Okay. Automaton's designed for combat. It's like that one TV show where they have little like fucking drones or whatever they're called, robots. and they fight each other in that little ring. Just not as advanced as this thing right here. No emotion from the automaton, of course, but one can't help but wonder how it feels about all this. See, I'm a hunter of fell beast and monster. What the hell? What's that? Probably okay. After the werewolf fight, those outlaw wretches are all tatterdemalion, beat up and worn out. Much easier to take in for a bounty, only 3 days before the moon is full-bellied, but I have a good mind to who you're betting on. That's quite an occupation, must never be a dull moment. That's true. I just knew you were a man of culture. That's on top of having the kind of stature I look for in a cove, eager to be on my docket while partaking in pit fights. A fetching offer, but I don't want to commit just yet. So is this for like, is he trying to like put him on like his roster for fighting? Besides, a stranger wouldn't want me to be led astray by such endeavours. He strikes me as the kind of fellow who'd cross oceans and deserts while giving chase to his quarry. Wait a moment, if I had a little scrap to sell, would you be interested? And sure, these cogs are worth a bit of sterling. Inventory. Gears and cogs. I don't know if there'll be like... Fuck. But it seems to be I can't fetch a better price. The market's a fickle friend, but there's always a sweet spot. No hard feelings, of course. I'm gonna make a new save right here. And then I'm gonna see if I can still... Yeah, I can. Then I'm gonna overwrite the save to be right here. And then I'm gonna make a deal. 18 silver. That's hardly anything, right? Ah. Oh wait, 18 shillings, I should say. Almost an entire pound then. That's actually not that bad. With boffins, eh? Oh yes, the Royal Society funds all kinds of industrial research nowadays. There's a brotherhood for every branch of science, but I'm with the DA, Defense Against the Dark Arts. I mean, that's the wrong thing. Division for automatons. You invent things? Gadgets and the like? Bloody well true. But my eyes aren't what they used to be, so I'm trading this bucket of brass for my apprentice. The automaton cheerfully jets a cloud of steam. That rickety gizmo just about scared me witless. Bless my beard, sorry about that. Nice meeting you, Teddy. Likewise, be seeing you, Mr. Daly. And then we're gonna overwrite save 15. I really hope we didn't fuck up by selling them cogs to him. But if we did, that's what it is. Another gentle customer on a journey to the land of Nod. Another chicken, asking to get plucked. Perhaps I'll have a rifle through his pockets. Yeah, let's rob him. No way. There's no way that what did my character even roll? I'm so confused. Because he only needs to roll a 1, right? So did he roll a 0? 1 required to... Can you even roll a 0? Oh, that's the numbers right there. I'll pay attention to that for the future. Spryness and the fingers go a-walking. He shivers in his slumber and half turns over. A close thing, but that's what makes it thrilling. About 5 shillings I fished out of his billfold. Not bad for a minute's work. Oh, yeah, I mean, that was pretty good. That was pretty good. So is 20 the max? I don't think so. But I think 20 is all you need, right? So if it... I'm not sure. I think 20 is all you need. I don't know about it being the max. I'm not sure. But anyway, let's press on. Lattice wooden screens and high-backed seating provide some comfort and privacy for those that can afford it. The booths are made of a luxurious calf leather. Calf leather, my poor brothers and sisters, skinned for the creature comfort. The leather is well oiled and plush with a dimpled riveting. Delicate china and exclusive menus of the den's offerings are available here for those of a more discerning taste. It seems I'm in for a treat on account of Stranger's pocketbook, as fat as a Christmas goose. Let's show a little restraint. Surely he didn't bring me here for the elevated conversation and pleasure of my company. Better be on my guard. I don't think we need more spryness. And our animal instinct is kind of high. Let's get some self-discipline. Let me check something. Our self-discipline is 3 points away from leveling up, which would be pretty nice. This is like persuasion, and this would be like intimidation and fighting. And this is just like perception, I guess. Yeah. And this is like, well, I didn't even make a comparison for this. It directly says it right here. I don't think I need more for this. So this will give me cups. And this is swords. I think we'll do some self-discipline. Get that to level 14. I think that will benefit from that. And then from there we'll just see where it goes, right? He could have already killed me and collected on my bounty, but he didn't. I guess I should hear him out. It's worth seeing what he is after. Who the fuck are you? Infuriating, but I can't keep the crone from intruding. Nevertheless, the stranger's waiting on me. Let's get on with this. I think we've done everything here. But I am gonna save right here. And then we all go on. I made a lot of noise doing that. The menu is embossed with an array of oral morphines, liquid and powdered cocaines, and all manner of midnight oil. Teddy seems an interesting chap, and your automaton is quite something, isn't it? Bugger the small talk, why did you bring me here? We've got plenty of time for explanations. Why don't we start with a sample of some of the Dan's wares? Now we're talking. Perhaps this fella's not so bad after all. There's so many dear poisonous variations, it's hard to decide what will hit the spot. I don't think this is the right definition of dear for the context of the sentence. I think they want the other definition. is then regarded with deep affection. I mean, I guess it kind of works, but I think the deep affection one fits more than costly. I mean, they probably are costly too, which is why it fits. But the way he's speaking, it sounds like this one fits more, or better. I must say, I'm impressed with your discretion. I would have thought just any fix would do. What's my weight at? Well, we'll get some more animal instinct right here. You're just greasing the wheels for whatever it is you want from me. We'll see if you sing the same tune when said and done. Now then, while you think about the entry, I'll prepare the appetizer. He takes a small tablet off his shirt sleeve, cracks it in half and drops it into my teacup. The other half goes into his own. You can't expect me to drink that. Half and half, an equal dose. I wouldn't kill us both now, would I? I don't know, think I need more spryness. I really don't. I think we can just pass any spryness check easily. Maybe I'm wrong, but I don't think I am. I'd rather get like more points towards my self-discipline. Turn it down. Even so, I'll pass. Not your cup of tea. How about some white wind elation? You must be fond of that one. His light-hearted confidence seems like a front. I get the feeling he knows you better than he's letting on. Any sort of psychic barrier is useless. The bothersome hag won't leave me be, and here I am face to face with a telepath. Enough of this facade. Not only did you pick my local place, but you pretend to suggest my favourite blend like it was a lucky guess. I know a little something about you, it's true. But it's part and parcel to my profession. I keep tabs on people who pique my interest. I think we go for animal instinct. How have you been tracking me? What is his profession? Would be. I'd rather know how he's tracking me, to be honest. It wasn't all that difficult. You only have a few. Oh, we can do both. You only have a few haunts. That's perfect. What is your profession exactly? Let's say I look after Her Majesty's interests with great vigour when they align with my own. What about when they don't align? At first his cryptic speech was alluring, but now it's plainly an annoyance. On with it then. You've tried my patience long enough. Very well. I already know of your life as a roughneck. Okay. And a panhandling mage. What about before that? What about the Sacred Heart? Okay. 0 required to succeed. Okay. I really think 20 is the max it's going to test for. So that says 93%. I wonder if it actually means 100%, because even if we roll a 0, we will succeed. Or is there like a critical failure system in place, where if you roll that critical failure, even though you have enough by itself, it'll fail anyway? I don't know. I really don't. Spryness. What is that? A church? Not much of a believer myself. It's possible you've Ephesus memories. Tell me about your parents. I could lie again, but how does this benefit me? I mean, fuck it, 21 spryness. Surely I'll make it 100% out every time. Tell the truth. What does it mean, retrospective? I mean, I know what retrospective literally means. But how does that... We'll lie. I like lying. It's fun. I don't remember my mother. Look here, if you insist on burying memories, then I'll need some white wind to dust the old bones. Isn't Auntie better for leaving the past behind? I was a field medic in the Crimean War. Russia lost to the French. Okay, that's crazy. I know how much Miss Emma lets a man dream through an amputation, and how much will bring an end to his misery. Let's hope his maths is right. Something occurred at the Sacred Heart that you've forgotten. With the help of an opium dream, you might recall the details that will lead you to your mother. Lead me to her gravesite, you mean? What would that accomplish? I would like to hit level 12 wit too, to be honest. Because that means we only need an 8 for wit checks. At most, right? That's nice. We're about to only need a 6 for this, just one more self-discipline. Maybe developing them all is the strat. But I put a particular emphasis on spryness. And I think Animal Instinct was just naturally this high. From it being a Minotaur. Because I can't really remember, it's been a while since we played. So I'm trying to remember like a lot of the stuff in the game. The systems and mechanics in place. On the contrary, I believe she's alive. Her name came up on a ledger at Bethnal House, private mental hospital. I've seen my share of swindlers, but this takes the cake. Just humour me for a moment. Matilda is of course her given name, but how about her family name? I don't think the sisters at the orphanage ever told me what it was. How close are we to level 17? We're getting pretty decently close. Oh, I say that, but it's only about halfway. I think we go wit. I think we want to take some wit while we can. I don't think the sisters at the orphanage ever told me what it was. But if you could recall Matilda's family name, and it's on record at the orphanage and matches the ledger at Bethnal House, you could prove her identity at the hospital, and by claiming kinship, set her free. That means digging up memories of the Sacred Heart. Not exactly how I thought the night would unfold. I'm sure if my mother's alive, she's forgotten about me. I don't mean to sway your opinion, but unless you can think back to those troubling times, then you won't be worth more than the price on your head. A bounty I'm assuming you'd be happy to collect. That's right, albeit less desirable. It's another way to ensure that I won't have wasted my time. He's offering me a chance to live, but only if I can draw up those memories. A death dose? That's crazy, you can just choose to commit suicide right there. So what'll it be? A dream dose and a voyage between the banks of memory, or a death dose in the end of all your days? Is there an achievement for just straight up going, you know what? I'm gonna kill myself right here. There is. There is an achievement for it. That's funny. Take the dream dose. I will not be attempting to get it though. We missed it, so we missed it. You take the stranger's offer, eager to lose touch with harsh reality, and for a chance to recall everything that could lead to your mother's whereabouts. Shortly after drifting away from consciousness, you find yourself being enveloped by a miasma of repressed memories. The stranger's recent inquiries remind you of growing up in the Sacred Heart orphanage. Auntie Emma's warm embrace suddenly morphs into chilly restraints as remembrances of dooryard scuffles with bellicose orphans resurface. It's as if life's refusing to allow you to seek refuge from tangible hardships, no matter how potent your drug of choice for escapism is. This place, It's surely a dream, but it's all too familiar. You must find out what the stranger is seeking in your memories. I wonder if you can fail in here and then just like get killed anyway. I wonder if that's actually possible. That would be kind of funny. Do our stats? No, our stats stay the same, which is, you know, a relief to be frank. It did. The open arms of the angel were purely symbolic. I never had a home in this dreadful place. I had to grow a thick skin in my younger years, even if it made me more socially impenetrable. Oh. Well, he was impenetrable. The courtyard is nothing but hard-packed sand and scruffy grass. Alois watches over the children at play. By this time you were big enough to give as good as you got, and the ones who wouldn't fight you insulted you with abandon. As the others adapted, I became more isolated. I often thought of running away. Atticus, you'll be 12 years old in a week's time. There's something I need to tell you. What's the difference? I'm getting out of here as soon as I can. Now, Atticus, let's hear what she has to say. It's about your mother. I should have told you sooner, but I didn't know how. I'm sorry, Atticus, I wish I'd been more brave. At least you're telling me now before I quit this place. The day you arrived, there was a ring wrapped up in your blankets. You're altered enough to have it now, and your mother left this too. In my hands be an old piece of parchment, a note from my mother. So we can have a little self-discipline. No, there's no message. I can't produce the memory. Very nice, level 14 self-discipline. The truth will come in time. I'm sorry I kept this from you for so long. Did you ever come back for me? She came back half a year later and insisted you were her child. You mentioned the note and knew the date we found you on the steps. But why didn't I go with her? Hush, Alois is coming to that. As your mother signed into the registry, a horse and buggy drew up outside, and there was a terrible shout as someone bawled over the sister at the door. When this fellow burst in, your mother went stiff as a corpse. Would it have been my father? I don't know who he was, but he struck a panic in my heart. There was malice in every step, a twitching, insidious man. He took your mother, and she never returned. I forgot about this day for good reason. Perhaps you were too young to hear the tale. Hearing this from Alois heartened me at the time, but still didn't change the fact that I couldn't stand the Sacred Heart. After I fled the orphanage, I did search for my mother, until I decided there was nothing I could do. Perhaps not then, but this is now. So it's just this way. Okay. So, chalkboard and Sister Alois. The bits of coloured chalk were the most sought after. It's too bad they were so often wasted on crude drawings. We'll overwrite this one. And let's speak to it again. I see you've recovered from your latest round of fisticuffs. Anything to say for yourself? Do we want to get some more self-discipline? I think we want at least 15 self-discipline, right? And then we can probably focus on animal instinct a little bit more. Sometimes it's like I go blind for a few minutes, and when I wake up I'm crying and cut up, and everyone's staring at me and laughing. You poor child, you've suffered long enough. It's time you learned what your bloodline is capable of. Must be another ploy to get me to stay. I'll be 13 in a few months and I'm running off for good. Being singled out as a Minotaur, always having insults thrown at you, it's terrible. The bright spot is that you have a gift of magic, and you can develop your talents if you study the tarot. She finds out the colourful cards. They seem to buzz with an eerie electricity. Look closely at this card. The Magician, a symbol of new beginnings. One arm to the heavens and the other toward the earth. He is a conduit between the spiritual and material realms. The Magician transmutes potential energy from its ethereal state into perceptible forms. Can't say I buy it, but I'm listening. That's the spirit. Minotaurs are magical creatures. Unlike this magician, you are a conduit. I committed the spell to memory long ago. I'll share it with you, but only with your promise of wholehearted trust. Okay, Heloise. I knew you wouldn't lead me astray. I trust you. And I trust you, Atticus. Because if my superiors should learn of this, I'd never wear the habit again. Now this is a cantrip. You must speak it over and over until it is written across your mind in bold letters. Her voice drops into a strange low whisper. Sight from the fire, hearing from the aether, smell from the air, and taste from the water. Touch down to the earth in another form. Aristotle defined 5 senses: sight, smell, touch, taste, and hearing, corresponding to the elements of fire, air, water, earth, and ether. I think I understand, except for that bit about ether. Ether is the energy propelling each heartbeat, the same material in the soul and the consciousness of all blooded creatures. Those with proper training can channel ether into the earthly sphere. Therein lies the power of the cantrip, the ability to transmute energy into matter. Ether is tied to hearing, so first you must learn to listen. You must hear the winds and the wilds of the heavens. I see the night is getting on. What about the rest? Oh, that's... Fuck, man, that's not... We need to remember that. Fuck, please. Please to see it. Yes! The High Priestess. This character has gained the Illusionist trait, and will now be able to select dialogue options that require this trait. Let's go, boys, we got it. Does that come automatically with getting wit 12? Or is it from just getting this cantrip? I think it's from getting this cantrip. So then can you new game plus? Surely not. Because otherwise I can't remember unless you can just select random ones, right? To begin like a bonus. I held my hands over the tarot cards and we sat quietly until I heard a voice like an oral mirror, as if the words were backwards. Then I felt my lips moving, and when I opened my eyes we were breathing in the words of the cantrip in unison. The memory cuts to the quick, but at least it's still intact. Well done. Moving right along. Is it time to wake up? I dare say I'm ready for this to be over. I don't think it is. But we can save. Give me a teddy bear. A teddy bear with a missing eye and matted mohair fur. Fabric made from the hair of the Angora goat, typically mixed with wool. It suffered the pitfalls of a rough life in the orphanage, just like the rest of us. Footlocker. This was my bed, right next to Snyder, and here in the footlocker I kept a few trinkets. Worthless. A lot of them. What about these peonies? These purple darlings brighten up the dreary place, picked fresh from the schoolyard by Leo. When midnight strikes I'll be 13 years of age. Father Franco keeps the orphanage funds in the private office. That's my ticket out of here. Easy. Spryness, quiet as a ghost. Now I'd better make for the office where they keep the coin. New save. Can we not speak to her? What are you up for? If you're looking for the nun's candy stash, you can forget it. You already checked. say, Snyder, isn't old Franco due to give you a thrashing in the morning? I mean, I think we need an intimidating tarot card for that one. I don't know which one that would be. Maybe Emperor? Wouldn't know. They'll have it. Pardon me. I don't... What? You ruined his vestments, remember? Shouldn't be so clumsy. You saw that? I'm so tired from scrubbing flagstones. Must be some kind of phantom. A dream. I'm going back to sleep. Little Blight is fast asleep. Alright, well shit man. We missed out on getting some Animal Instinct XP. Purely because we don't have the intimidating tarot card. But I'm fine with that because the ones we do have are pretty good. Oh, retrospect. Okay. So it's part. That's just a trait like the illusionist trait. I unlock with a tarot card. There's enough here to get me started on my own. Hey Date, I put 100 leagues between me and the Sacred Heart. What was that? Doesn't like it came from the hallway. The house is roused. I'd better make my exit. So these both, in effect, lead us jumping through the window, but gives me XP for different stats. And I'd rather have the wit XP, because we're somehow halfway to level 21. On a start, we no longer need to level up. So give me some wit. There's a voice in the corridor, the lapel shape that emerges from the shadows. Stealing this money. It hurt the Sacred Heart. We fell behind. We skipped over holidays and little clothes for the children. This memory's been twisted by the guilt you felt from it, taking a new shape to prevent this sort of behaviour again. Who cares? It was ages ago, and I'll behave however I damn well please. I need this money. What would I have made on my own? I'm sorry, Hellos, but I had no other choice. There's always a choice, my child, and there's still a way to make it right. Well, I don't want to make it. I'm gonna jump through the window. I'll see you guys later. Normally, I'd say that drifting into deep sleep would be a merciful release from reliving such memories. Yet something compels me to push on, to be put through the ringer, to face that greatest of foes, myself. Real. I am my own strongest foe. No one else is as strong as me. When I was young, I thought that money was the most important thing in life. Now that I'm old, I know what it really is. Yeah. I already knew that. Lord Silas's airship. Navigate London as the sharp and savvy courtesan Clara Reed before new crimes and the markings of her past catch up to her and tear her life apart. Archetype selection. Clara uses her sharp wit and tact to navigate the powers of London's upper class, but she's haunted by the choices of her past. Will she let those choices hold her back or search for a better future? So this gives us intelligence, grace, and tact. Okay, so I like tact. I like intellect. I kind of like that, but not as much as like tact and intellect. What does the moon give me? You can blend it. Oh, I like that a lot, to be honest. Intelligence and tact. Intuition. I like this one the most so far. Because I'm not that fussed on grace. And I like polymath more than I like chameleon. So this one gives us I feel like I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about grace. I don't really like it too much. Intuition, grace, intellect, what is this? Oh, I like this one the most. Polymath. So we'll hit continue on here. Revolutionary feats of engineering and shameless displays of wealth, a common sight in London, yet rarely does one come across that which combines technological prowess and financial abundance. Enter Salas's airship. Its gilded frame and sheer size, literally and figuratively, casting a deep shadow over the city's slums and wealthy districts. Shafts of sunlight filter through windows that wrap around each of the airship's rooms, bathing them and their occupants in a warm glow. Pipes and polished wooden floors rumble to the spinning of the airship's propellers. You feel like you're standing within a slice of the future. Morning already? I can't stay here forever. I still have much to do before I leave London. Good thing Silas already delivered my payment. He was up before me. I wonder if he's still aboard the airship. Take in the atmosphere. I'll probably fail, but I'm not too bothered if I fail. Yeah. You can't be sure what he's up to, but I do hear him bustling around somewhere on board. He really lets me leave without ensuring our next appointment is set. Let's do the second one. +5 hope. Last night was no bed of roses, but it wasn't all bad. At least once I've quit London, I won't have to entertain Silas anymore. Is that you, sweet thing? Up at last, are we? We better get going. Too busy to lay abed. We'll do a new save right here. And I'm curious what happens if you pass that check. Because I believe it'll just give you 2 points instead. I'll try it once more. Only once though, only once. Boom. We'll just quickly get to it. Am I gonna fail again? Oh, we succeeded. Okay. We take them. A gentle hiss of steam and a chilling of metal gears. Silas is in the office tinkering with some task or another. So it only gives you +1, even if you pass the check. And in this case, as I expected, there wasn't much difference between failing and passing it, and it's not that big a deal. This is probably something I already discovered the first time I played this, but as that was so long ago, couldn't remember. And then we'll just skip through this and do... Hold on, we'll wait for the door to save. Nope, okay. We will save over here. And I'm gonna end the video here. And then we can title this like Sovereign Syndicate Part 2, completing Chapter 1 or something such like that. So we'll find out what happens on this airship on the next YouTube video. So with that in mind, please like and subscribe, it really helps a lot. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.